50%. 6 of 6 at the free throw line. They lead by 7 as we start the second. Schroeder, Strus, Mobley, Bryant, and Mitchell, the 5 for Cleveland. Pocket pass, another attack. Right to the rack it goes. It is Mobley this time rising up.
Cavs bigs are absolutely destroying the rim here. Attacking the paint area.
Bane, Carter, Penda, Bataze, and Howard, the 5 for Orlando. Off the screen, Bane, hook it, swing. Carter thought about it. Attack, pull, Carter connects on the J.
Knock down the 3. Closing moments of that first quarter comes out here. Possession 1. Turns down the 3 for the mid-range.
Schroeder, right to the rim. Feels like
Magic. Last night, only 24 points in quarter 1. That pass there on Penda.
And a foul on Desmond Bane. Double whammy again.
Turnover foul there by Bane. His first.
Penda, the rookie from France, still trying to find his way consistently in the rotation, but also find consistent play. Oh, beautiful! Thomas Bryant has a vendetta against that rim. Mitchell to Bryant.
But what a pass by Mitchell and the finish by Bryant.
As some might say, Goga just got him. Bryant converts back to a 2-point game after the stupendous opening first quarter offensively for Orlando. They're trying to capitalize. Penda, reload. Carter, 8 to shoot. Carter surrounded. Penda fires. Too strong. 1 to shoot. Penda barely got it off and puts it home. They're going to one at some point. Then they fall asleep on the outlet. Mobley finds the trailer. He's got a new type of game. Thomas Bryant is a high flyer tonight.
Are we watching Larry Nance Sr. out here in Thomas Bryant?
That's going to be a foul on Penda. It'll be his 3rd. You had in one game in the Cavaliers uniform. Did you ever have 2 posters?
Wow.
In a 5-minute spurt. Mitchell. Tap to Carter on the board. Well, Brad is here tonight. That is a good point. He does work locally here with the Cavaliers. There's that one out of how much they want to really prioritize their defense.
Well, that's gone out the window, right? Who's going to be able to get a series of stops here? Wide open for Carter. What a start for Carter off the bench. Started last night, but just didn't have the shots in the legs. But tonight he has come out here on fire. 8 points in 9 minutes for Carter.
Mitchell, that is an impossible guard. Truly, what do you do at that point? It's one way, the other way, then back the other way, back the other way, and before you know it, he's at the rim. Wendell Carter will load it up.
Then comes back and gets the rebound. Donovan Mitchell. Look at this. Oh,
Mitchell! Oh, he thought about another ridiculous highlight instead of turnover. Bane right at Carton for 2.
There is no fear in Desmond Bane.
Jamal Mosley said about both Bane and Javon Carter. He called him a truth teller, tough, hard worker. Mitchell loads it up and puts it home. Donovan Mitchell is pure.
And that's one of the best three-point shooters, Jamal Mosley, in the Orlando Magic.
14 now for Mitchell, 16 for Banchero. It finds its way to Howard. Jimmy Shake working on Schroeder. 7 to shoot for Bane. And it's going to be 3 seconds against Cleveland. It will be. Evan Mobley didn't get into a technical free throw. That Bane does is convert. Meanwhile, continued changes for both who Bryant can provide. And so it's both challenging and also a great problem to have if you're the head coach of Kenny Atkinson, where how do you figure out who you put in there in crunch time moments? And they're going to call a double dribble against Banchero.
I think if you speak with any head coach around the association, those are the kind of problems you want.
Yeah, you sign up.
And it's called depth, and it's such a long season. You want to have options. Every game is different.
Playing without Jalen Tyson. He's in this game with a toe injury. Oh, a step back from Harden.
13 now for Harden. 14 for Mitchell. That backcourt. Again, the synergy forming between the two.
Banchero working on Ellis. Jump stop, nearly had it stripped, couldn't convert. And it falls to Merrill, who couldn't save it. Oh, he did. Ellis, trailer, Harden, Euro. Kind of threw it up towards the rim, nearly touched it himself. 5 minutes gone in the second. Nobody picks up Carter initially. He finds his other Carter. Wendell can't hit the three. But Javon and Wendell Carter out there with Banchero, Howard, and De Silva. Harden, step back.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Timeout Orlando. And the Beard has to these teams. New York's got the most challenging path remaining in terms of their schedule in the regular season. Cleveland hoping that they can continue to win and make up some ground and potentially threaten New York for that 3 spot. Flip into the corner, Kane back in the ball game, trying to walk the tightrope, had it swatted by Tomlin.
Great recovery there by Tomlin.
Oh, he's feeling it. Too strong from Harden. They got Carter on a leak out, but Silva couldn't find him. Bounce it, Kane, and he flies in for the slam. Back to a 3-point game. High scoring affair midway through this second quarter.
You're going to have to rent someone at Harden right now.
Got 16 points. Nearly threw it away. Ricocheted out of back. Sam Merrill sneaks in for an easy deuce on the inbound. Cleveland now back to their largest lead of 5. This has been a seesaw so far between a team desperate to get off a losing streak and a team trying to keep up a winning streak of 3 consecutive games. Carter. A fading Jay goes down.
Man, Carter, Javon Carter, absolutely flame-throwing here in this first half.
Well, Mosley said this is a guy that people forget was on a finals team as Sam Merrill responds from the out. Banchero now with 17, Carter with 10 off the bench, 30 combined for Mitchell and Harden. The Bears looking for more. Harden dancing on Carter. Wade, drive and kick, get it inside Tomlin. 3 to shoot. Wade's gonna have to force, and Wade can't get it to go.
Great defensive stop there by Orlando.
De Silva, coast to coast. Extra effort, and De Silva finishes.
Again, and that's the youth there. Kane, De Silva, nice job as a team defensively for Orlando.
Mitchell, Mobley, and Strus check in next dead ball. Harden, a fend off. Harden, that is smooth from the Beard.
I mean, he straight shoved Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, that's a 270, 80-pound man.
Speaking of, a strip on Banchero. Numbers the other way. Harden, eyes up. Trailer, Tomlin, baseline. Everybody gets a touch on this possession for Cleveland. Now it's Harden against De Silva.
Gotta go.
And he will. It's Harden. Toying with him. Can't hit. Numbers if Orlando wants to hurry with it. Bane, aggressive take to the rim. Timeout called by Kenny Atkinson.
21 in that first half.
Desmond Bane also chipped in 12, so a combined 33 from the 2 of them. Cleveland starts with it. Merrill nearly lost it. Now he'll go to work against Wendell Carter on the attack. And he's bumped by Carter.
Sure was.
He said this one is going to come down to defending without fouling as it pertains to Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. He wants his guys to force them into contested 2s. And did I mention defend without fouling? He must have said that over and over again in our conversation.
I'm sure he's thrilled with how this third quarter has started as Cleveland does get 2 more free throws. Jamal Mosley has been very honest with his team about the 2 directions that they can go over these last 11 games of the season. He said 2 years ago, found themselves in the same position. If you keep winning and find ways to win down the stretch, you can win yourself out of the play-in into the playoffs. Last year, same position as Bane misfires on the 3, where if you win, you can win yourself out of the play-in or lose yourself back into the play-in and out of the playoffs potentially altogether as Mitchell pushes it home. And a quick start for Cleveland to open up their largest lead of 8. But this year, same type of deal. The injuries have put them back in this position. They can win themselves out of the play-in as Bane turns it over, which is what they did 2 years ago. Or they can lose and find themselves in that play-in. And Mobley takes it coast to coast. And now Jamal Mosley looks level of play that they had. Well, they picked it up, had that 7-game winning streak after that, but now 5 consecutive losses. Part of it is the injuries, and the injuries have been absolutely massive for this team. We talked about Franz Wagner missing a large chunk of this season. He's only played in 28 of 71 games as Kane can't hit the three. Offensive rebound, Bain had it knocked away but a foul. And he'll stay here with the most important player at times this season with the energy he brought on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Yeah, and there's teams around this league that just say, hey, welcome to the club. We've had the same thing. Also, there's been, reports that there's, been some kind of issues between Paolo Banchero and head coach Jamal Mosley not being on the same page. Again, head coach Mosley was telling us that if there's one guy that he would love to go to war with, it would be Banchero. He loves his heart, his energy. You're not always going to disagree. Nice move there by Mitchell.
Kenny Atkinson will go to war with that guy. Donovan Mitchell putting on a show once again tonight. For Jamal Mosley, it's about continued buy-in defensively as Kane's going to get 2 more free throws. A great way to continue to improve his players as we check in with Zora.
Mosley does in Orlando was learned right here in Cleveland, where he spent 4 years as an assistant. He worked under head coaches Byron Scott, Mike Brown. Mosley was so thrilled to talk about what he learned from those two. And he said, Mike Brown taught me how to teach. Byron Scott told him, be yourself. Tell the guys the truth. He said being around 2 young black head coaches helped him see the path of where he could go, of what he's doing right now. Guys.
It was so cool to watch him light up as he talked about both guys and what they meant to his career. The teams that they had here were very young and impressionable at the time as Mobley is fouled.
Simple, and he has followed that, and I give head coach Jamal Mosley a lot of credit.
Those comebacks of 10-plus points this season at 17. Cleveland is actually number 2 in that category with 15, including their most recent win against New Orleans, in which they fell down 93-78 with 9.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Outscored the Pelicans 33-13 down the stretch.
Donovan and James Harden were fantastic in that fourth quarter. Another defensive 3 seconds for the Cavs.
Evan Mobley, 14 points now, his 6th free throw of the night by himself. Now he's got that running mate. He could be off the ball down the stretch in those fourth quarters, flashing to the right spot. Harden's going to find him. Another offensive rebound for Jamal Kane. 7 to shoot for Banchero. Circles around, spins in the lane, sprays it out for Carter for 3.
Again, Jamal Kane keeping the ball alive, extra possession, and then Paolo breaking down the D, finding one of his shooters.
Well, Reg, you got to play with so many great players over the course of your career. As Evan Mobley clears the space to bank at home. But how much of a difference did having a guy like Mark Jackson who can set the table for you, find you in the perfect spot to mean to you in those crunch time situations?
Spoon feed. Right? He just spoon fed me, made sure I ate well. All I had to do was do the work early and get open. And the ball was chest high, hands ready, locked and loaded.
That's what Harden has done for Mitchell, but he can also get his own bucket. Nothing but the bottom.
Yes, especially from 3. This is why this is a very difficult team.
Carter loads another one up. And that's the response.
It is the answer. Now, can they put a string of stops together? Their defense has been non-existent all evening.
Harden with 22. Mitchell with 23. Going to spin away from Kane. Mitchell put it on the deck. Attack mode. Mitchell. And he draws the foul on Carter. So when
Jamal Mosley telling Zora, you got to play D without fouling. In this whole third quarter, they've been fouling, putting a New Yorker. I mean, yes. Are you Mets? Are you Yankees? Like,
you're asking me to just divulge that information.
I am asking you,
Are you Dodgers, Angels?
Right, that's all I'm saying.
I will tell you my dad's from Queens, so if that was the case,
yes.
Who plays in Queens?
No, you don't want to say? I want you to say.
Who plays in Queens? Who plays in Flushing? Who takes the 7 train to get to the games?
So you're a Mets fan?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And are you a Dodgers? Or?
No. My brother played 6 years for the California Angels back in the day.
Before they were even Anaheim.
That's right. So yes, I am an Angels fan.
That's fair enough.
And it's been brutal the last few years. Come on, it's a new year, and Trout is healthy.
And anything is possible. Anything can happen. Orlando feels if they can just get him to the play-in tournament feeling healthy and feeling good. Tristan da Silva has felt that way after a shoulder injury and delivers on another triple.
The only thing that's keeping... Oh, what a pass there. Keeping the Orlando Magic within strike.
Sir, don't ever cut that hair. Elite. And he just realized he's on TV, so he just got up and spread it out. Three ball off. Carter with the board.
Three would go a long way here. They've been red hot from that three-point line.
They took that three ball, turned it into a two for Cleveland. So a 7-point game as da Silva can't make it 2 in a row. Mitchell to the bench. Harden out there with Ellis, Mobley, Wade, and Merrill. Harden back to his dance against Banchero. The drive, the dish out of bounds. It is Javon Carter, Goga Batadze, Tristan da Silva, Paolo Banchero, and Jamal Keane for Jamal Mosley on the discard. He's just so strong. Banchero puts Merrill to the deck, goes right at Ellis. There's no stopping that. Banchero with a bully ball bucket. Trying to make it their 18th comeback win of double digits this season. And Banchero up to 24. Carter with some full court pressure. Who's officially on the floor now for Cleveland. Midway through this third, Orlando hanging tough. Cleveland trying to deliver a gut punch. And it's Harden against Batadze. Trying not to show his hands. Double comes. 6 to shoot. Hook it outside. Strus pop. Patience for 3. Long rebound to Carter. Slow it down. Wait for reinforcements with Banchero. Again with a mismatch. It's Merrill who steps up. Back down Banchero's double. Howard. Quick pass, lob it for Batadze. What a catch. Lost it. Got it back. Batadze, pump, and finish.
And here they come. The Magic on a nice little 8-0 run here to crawl back in this ball game.
Harden, triple. Mobley, extra. Ellis, too patient. 7 to shoot. It's Merrill. It's a deuce.
Merrill really has improved that off the dribble game. It's primarily just a three-point shooter.
We just talked about continued improvement and how much, as Banchero has found, how much belief from a head coach means to players.
Well, he took a shot to the eye in practice versus Evan Mobley about a week ago. Remember, he missed
You to do anything. I see the look in your eye.
I would never.
No.
Pops would kill me.
Sure.
I'm here to protect you, not hurt you, buddy.
Yes. It's Strus. Off the heel, rebound to Ellis. Strus attacking the rim. No. Bryant back on the floor. And Orlando with a chance to tie or take the lead after trailing by 10 in this third quarter. It's Banchero. Oh, what a find if Batadze had it stripped. Keon Ellis with a quick hands. Merrill in transition. Bakes it home.
4-point swing. You think you have a point-blank layup. Goga gets stripped in the paint, and it's off to the races with Merrill. Another layup.
Schroeder and Mitchell will check in next dead ball, and Javon Carter staying hot from the first half.
And he's been so good all evening off the bench for the Magic. 12 points now.
It's like found money getting that level scoring from Carter. Off the screen, it's Harden. He'll pull. And he hits it on another 3.
4 of 6 from distance now for Harden. Up to 25.
Banchero spins, feeds. Howard just off the mark on the 3. Harden with his second rebound. They'll push the pace. Carter, high-level on-ball defender. Harden tries to free himself from him. Double comes. Now it's Batadze on the switch. Harden, like he's at a buffet right now, has his pick of the litter. And he'll just go to the line to get his points that way.